You see my braids, baby. Period. So another thing that I wrote here is to be a baddie on budget. Now what I mean by this is I want to look good every day of all this month, child. Period. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Laura. Subscribe, join the family. Well, so for one, I'm running late for class, but I literally really needed to record this video right now because it's the start of a new month, and I thought let me just talk with you guys and like share with you guys basically what I do every beginning of every one of my months. Yes, all of my new months I start with a routine, something that kind of like gets me started for the month. So I thought I should share it with you guys and hope it's just interesting and helpful for anyone that is starting a new month. It kind of like gives you direction and purpose, because honestly going about life without direction can kind of get, you know, depressing. So I'm here to share with you guys what I do every beginning of every month, so stay tuned and I hope you enjoy it. Okay guys, so first and foremost, every beginning of the month, if I by chance like got off my routine or like stopped my routine for many reasons, I try my best to get back. So this month or last month in March, I unfortunately stopped exercising. I don't know for what reason, but I just stopped. Instead, I started eating like fat cakes and shit like that. So in this new month, I always tell myself to get back on my routine. So today I will be starting my exercise. Now I've decided to exercise in the afternoons until I can like actually, you know, get my footing. My roommate has actually been exercising, but for some reason hasn't been like encouraging me to do the same. So what I'm gonna do this month is get back on my routine, get my exercises on, you know, be the girl that I need to be, period. Then another thing is I journal. Now this is the most important part of the beginning of every month. So this is my journal, my monthly journal. So I think I'm gonna do this when I come back from school because I'm running late. I literally have like 20 minutes. So let me just open my journal for you to kind of like give you the details of what I do every month. So for example, this is the month of February. I won't really show you guys the contents of my diary because I feel like it's really personal, but I will share like an idea of what I basically write in my diary. So basically, first of all, I will start by reflecting on the past month. For example, here at every beginning of the month I make goals and short-term goals and aspirations, right? So at the end of the month or beginning of a new month, I make sure to reflect. By reflect, I mean I check if I accomplished some of the goals or if I haven't, or if something happened towards that goal. You get what I mean? So having a goal is really important because it gives you purpose to live. Honestly, if it wasn't for goals, honestly, I don't think I'd want to be even on this earth. So I'll give you guys an example. So one of them was find a brand to start off work with in Zambia. So this was February. So unfortunately in March I didn't get a brand to work with in Zambia, but then a reflection to that goal of mine is a brand in Zambia will be found in another month. So reflection basically gives you, I don't know, basically it gives you purpose. I didn't fail in this goal that I've written down. It's just other goals have succeeded, you know. So it's just one of those goals that are probably in a different time frame. So you need to accept that it's okay if you don't accomplish a goal. And I actually got a brand to work with in Zambia in the month of March. So what I'm telling you is, just because you couldn't achieve a goal in a stipulated time doesn't mean that you have to invalidate it or forget about it. Just push it forward to a different time frame and it'll happen, I promise you. So in this month I accomplished, one of my goals was to have more time with God, which I did accomplish because I wrote here, time with God was my highlight of the month. It was great, guys. I felt like for the first time I was hearing him, get what I mean? So that's what I do. So in the month of March, I'll skip the page, ciao. So in the month of March, this is what I do. I put the heading. So in the month of March, my goal was just God's will. That's it. And the month of March is one of like the hardest months of my life because I completely removed myself from trying to do things using my own understanding, you know, which I usually do. But in March, I just decided it's God's will only, and ciao. It was hard, but I have no regrets. A lot of beautiful things happened in the month of March.
So I realized I was getting my months really mixed up. I'm sorry guys, I lost my voice. But anyway, in the month of February was the month I made a goal about finding a brand in Zambia, right? So that didn't happen in February. And then in March, where my goal was God's will, at the end of the month, that's when, you know, I was getting breakthrough on the goals I'd written in February. So yeah, please don't be confused, because I'm also getting confused whilst I'm like editing child. So yeah, February I made the goal, March it was God's will, and then at the end of March it was when things started happening. So just need to clarify that right now, because I know a lot of y'all lost.
So I don't know, it was just I don't regret it. So I will do reflection when I come back home, and then just post a small video of me doing it. I won't really show you guys because it's really personal, and yeah, I'm just giving you guys a guide on what I do every beginning of the month. Okay, another thing that I wrote here was every month I have a motto to kind of like get me through the month, you get what I mean? So because in March my motto was God's will, that's it. So let me check February. I don't remember what my motto was. February. What did I write? Okay, so I can't really see it, yeah, but every month I post my motto on my Instagram. I can't really remember the one I had in February, but let me just show you guys my motto for this month. I've already posted it on Instagram. I feel like putting things out there, I don't know why it kind of like pushes me to like action in my life, you get what I mean? It just gives me that extra push, and putting it out there is giving me a gear to push me to actually do these things, you know? So this month our motto is the month of risk taking, and on Twitter I wrote no risk, no story. So this month is about just being a go-getter, putting myself in spaces I wouldn't usually put myself in, getting out of my comfort zone in every sector of my life, religiously, mentally, physically, all that shebang. Okay, so yeah, you need to have a motto every month, okay? And I would encourage that you do the same. So yeah, another thing that I wrote on I wanted this video to be structured, so I wrote it down yesterday. So what I wrote here is take risks, dare to be bold, and don't limit God or put him in a time frame, which is a mistake I've done before. Because when you make goals, you kind of like give it a time frame. Now when you're religious like myself, obviously everything you do is centered around God. So what I realized is I give God a time frame. Now I can't do that, he's God, you know? So I just let God be and let God just take the way and lead me. Goals are just there to give me direction and to help me focus on certain things that will help my dreams, you know, come true. So another thing that I wrote here is to be a baddie on budget. Now what I mean by this is I want to look good every day of all this month, channel, period. At the moment I'm a broke girl, you know, I'm a student, but I promised myself, you know what, every chance I get I will look good for myself, you know, just to like build my confidence. And yeah, feeling good makes me feel good, and it builds my confidence. And being a baddie means self-care, educating myself about certain topics, because as a young lady I believe you need to broaden your knowledge about so many things. You can't just restrict yourself to one thing, child. You need to be a diversified babe. So being a baddie on budget for me means I'm gonna get a new book, I'm gonna read a new book, I'm going to buy a set of makeup, like, okay, not a set of makeup, but like an item to add to my makeup set. I could buy a blush, you know, I could take pictures that make me feel good, stuff like that, just feel good. That's what I mean by being a baddie. And then the last thing that I wrote here is to get or read a new book. Now every month it's really important for me to read a book. Now in the month of March I read a fiction book. after so long, because I've been reading a lot of self-improvement books, those, get up, go get it, and shit like that, stuff like that. So I came across a tweet from some person that was like, for once, just shy away from the self-improvement books and just go back to your childhood self who used to love reading fiction books and stuff like that. So that's what I did, and it was amazing, honestly. I'm excited now to read a self-improvement book and an educating book this month, so that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah guys, let me end the video. There's nothing on my door, I have to go to school. I love you guys and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye.